Hello, everyone. I just want to make sure that we are actually streaming live. I'm here in Woodland Hills with Alan Edwards, and I want to find out why in the hell are you opening a salon?
That's a good question. You know, I ask it like every night, so there's no way. But, you know, I've been doing it for 52 years, and I'm still as passionate about it as ever, even more now. My whole thing was, you know, I've had a great, really, as people say, blessed past. I mean, I've done 7 of the biggest salons in California, 400 employees, trained hundreds of assistants, and started assistant programs, created haircuts, very fortunate to create the hair up. And the reason that was so fortunate because I was able to be on television and go to clients and bring in hundreds of people to my salons. So that's what sort of made us, was my ability to go on television. And not just, we really didn't do the hair, it was just the door open. That somebody as famous as Farrah Fawcett and creating the hair up haircut became this monstrous of the 70s and 80s. Went on for years, really stopped. But it was, you know, it was a great time in the era, and it was real. Everybody wanted to learn new things constantly, new haircuts. You know, from me, from Sassoon, from everybody. You know, and I've always been a very un-ego-y hairdresser where I think everybody's great. I always think everybody's better than I am. So what I got to do, because I think that, is learn what they're doing. And I closed my salon 6 years ago. I went through a tough time with the recession and the rents going up. People, even today, last year, 6 big salons are closed in Beverly Hills because of rents. Mm-hmm. You know, you cannot afford to pay $23,000 a month rent. Mm-hmm. You know, you're charging maybe, you know, you're charging $300-400 a haircut, $1,000 per color. I know somebody just opened up in Atlanta, you charge $2,000 per haircut. That I want to see. And they're great people, and they're friends of mine. So back to the original question, why? Because I think this is who I am, and this isn't a big shop. We're just finishing. We have all our mirrors were broken on delivery, so we're not even ready to open now yet. We really. But that's what it's about. It's stressful, it's hard, and I love it. But my goal is with this salon, it's going to be a rental salon because 80% of salons that's the LA rental. And it's okay with me, where years ago it wasn't. Rental salons were like, I was very anti-rental, as many salon owners were. Full commission, you know, did it the right way. I was one of the first salons that had a 401k and insurance plan. But, you know, you're talking about a big corporation. I had 4 bookkeepers, full office. My wife, Lisa, ran the whole office. We had 7 salons. Went down to 3 salons at one time. But the salons were doing big money. They're packed. But in the middle of all that, I'm doing hair shows for Clairol, hair shows for KMS, hair shows for Aveda, big hair shows, 5,000 people teaching, and people were excited. You know, they were like, yeah, you know, I don't see it anymore. What's happened? You know, and I think a lot of this happened is this time independent thing that's come around. I have a room, I have a suite. You know, it's like, it's almost like a false security. You're not an owner. You're still, instead of renting a chair here, you're renting a room there. But you're supplying towels, you're buying shampoo, you have to do your own PR, you have to get your own clients. You have to, what I created is an atmosphere where you rent a chair, it's fine. I have a great website. We're going to promote you. I'm going to build you. I'm going to get you more clients. But most rental salons don't do that because they basically want your rent. Yeah, I want your rent. I need to pay bills, but I want to see you successful. That's what made, and I financially am fine. I don't, you know, need to overly make expensive of money, and a rental salon's not going to do that. I get it, but it gave me a home for me to come here and create my craft and do lots of education. I talked to a company today, Calor, And we're going to start working together, doing classes here in the salon, and bring people in from suite, from other rental salons, from commission. And I don't care where they come from. We're going to educate. We're going to make people love doing hair.
So, and I wanted to let everyone know, if you have a question for Alan, please put it in the comments. You know, why he opened a salon, where he is, how he created the Farah, how he became a celebrity hairdresser. You know, I don't know if you guys realize this, but Alan was one of the top 3 salons in LA or in the country. So top 3 salons in the country, and you had 6 locations or 7?
Well, we had 7. I also had 8 because I had one in Tokyo, which was a license in my name. And then I licensed my name to Richard Ouellette. At one time, we had, so altogether, we had 7, 8, 10.
That's crazy. 10 salons. That's nuts.
You know, it was an everyday process for me to wake up and I worked in 3 of them. I would work half a day in Woodland Hills, just do salons in Woodland Hills. It's a great location, right on a corner.
It is
25,000 cars go by a day.
Yeah.
You know, and it's going to be busy.
Yeah. For those of you who, I just came down here, and it is on a major street right off the freeway. It's a lovely location. So yeah, I can see where you are definitely going to be busy because there's a lot of exposure here. So, you know, one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to come down here, Alan, was because I felt like not only did I want to figure out why you wanted to open a salon after having such a big organization and having had this amazing career, right, that not a lot of people get to have. Why would you want to shift out of like your comfort zone? So you closed and you're rolling comfortably and you probably have a comfortable life with your family, and then you open a salon. So not only did I want to find that out, but I also was curious because I see this energy shift happening in the industry. I see a shift and a mindset shift and an energy shift. And I see people like you opening salons. I see people like Philip and Mary Wilson starting their own product company. I see small product companies that nobody's ever heard of coming, you know, doing a fantastic job and really building an energy. So, you know, what I see is, yeah, because I know this is the first time I've actually met you face to face, right? We talked on the phone, but I see ordinary people who've had extraordinary careers. Then I feel like all of you guys want to shine your light on these dark places in our industry.
Well, I think the newer kids, the younger millennials, don't have they don't have mentors. You know, it's like John Peters was sort of the first superstar hairdresser in Chicago at that time, and I wanted to be there. Like if I asked an audience, if I had all these people sitting in front of me, I go, who do you want to be like? What do you want to be when you grow up as a hairdresser? You just want to do hair somewhere and you know, do 100 weavings and balayage and make good money? Or do you want to be somebody? You want to be something. See, I grew up without not much money. My parents, my dad was very middle class guy. Lived in Hollywood, mine in Gower, in the 50s, you know, get left going to school. And I had a big problem. I stuttered. And I stuttered bad. It wasn't like just, I could barely get my name out. So I realized that what I had to do was be really good at everything. So I played trumpet. So I was first trumpet in junior high, grammar school, high school. First trumpet. I was the best dancer in school. I was a good athlete, not a great athlete. But I was really, when I did good, I had to be the best at.
And you think that that's because it's kind of started because you had this stutter?
I think it had a stutter. Also, my dad wasn't very successful. But for me to be accepted, even if I stuttered, I'd be really good. So yeah, he stutters, but he's the best basketball player in the Premier. Look at that, his first trophy, he's doing a solo in front of the whole school. So I have overcome the stuttering by becoming super confident. The craziest thing that happened is my ability to speak and perform is what made me a celebrity, whatever. And the name celebrity for hairdressers is ridiculous. And a lot of hairdressers think they're celebrities, so we're not. We're a bunch of hairdressers, and the smart hairdresser, and I'm saying I'm smart, was able to use the celebrities to climb the ladder to make the salons busier. It's not just me busier, but the salons busier. See?
Right, and that's what that's why I say, having had the honor to know a lot of people in the industry who are celebrity hairdressers, and for years, and have trained from them, I find you all to be like very ordinary people, just chilling. And so I want to ask you, because I'd like to know how, one of the things we talked about is, becoming a celebrity hairdresser. And some people might want to do that and some people might not. But you actually used people's names, celebrities' names, to build your name.
The empire. That built the Allen was brand. And the way I use them, the big logo I use is not who I do, it's what I do. So if I did, let's start with the Farrah, it wasn't just the Farrah. I created the Farrah. I created layering. I created the highlight, the way I blew it dry was special. And people still try to figure out, but they can't figure it out. They end up overblowing it and doing it. But that's a whole other story. But so now I have the Farrah. I created the look. So now I take that look, but yet what I learned from John Peters at Gene Chico was PR. I hire a PR firm. So now this PR firm takes me in the Farrah and blasts all the TV shows. And of course they want me on the show because I created the Farrah. Now I go on Regis' show and he announces in front of millions of people, I want to bring in the most famous hairdresser in the country, Alan Edward, who created the Farrah faucet and who's going to show us today some of the newest looks going on. Not the Farrah faucet, because to me that was older. I'm going to show you what's happening today. So I developed to be able to speak to people and be able to perform. I was able to handle Regis. Regis like, hey, what's going on? I just got your boobs here. She says some pretty well things. So, to be able to play on television, and then you create this relationship. Did one Regis show, and I'm not exaggerating, 300 phone calls.
You're talking about Regis Philbin? Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Regis Philbin it was Channel 11?
No.
5?
Regis was like 4, 2. I remember.
He was
87.
Good Day LA, right?
Good Day LA. And it was 9 o'clock in the morning before women went to work. And it was the #1 show. And every time I go on that show, which is a few hundred times, the thing, they brought us the little lease, 100 food in that phone. And all 7 salons have booked. And not even asking for me so much. They just thought, well, Alan, he's a celebrity hairdresser, I can't even get to him. So I'll go to the salon. So I was able to put people on the floor after they assist 2 years with us and get them to 1,500 like in a month.
Wow.
Where's that world today?
That I would like for that world to come back. I'm sure everybody on here would like that world to come back. And by the way, Meryl Southern.
Oh.
Her and Teddy. Yeah. She said to say hi.
Hello, Meryl. They work with me. They're interesting.
Yeah, that's what she said. I had a little conversation with them as well. But what I want to ask you, we're talking about you being on Regis Philbin or Good Day LA, and you creating the Farrah Fawcett, famous Farrah Fawcett haircut, and you becoming a celebrity hairdresser, and all of this stuff. And I mean, clearly you've had a lot of success both in your salon and as behind the chair, right? And as an educator. Because
well, what happened was I was one of the only hairdressers, celebrity type hairdressers, that rode both sides of the fence. The public fence, doing all the TV, and now the hairdresser fence. So then KMS comes to me and wants me to introduce KMS to the country. So I started these rock and roll hair shows for 5,000 hairdressers. Dancers, dry ice, laser lights, 20 models, plus 10 hairdressers coming on stage, plus me. So did it with KMS. Claire also the show, worked for Claire for a few years, did huge shows all over the country. Then I come back and I go on the Oprah show. So now I'm over here on this fence. So this became my life like every day. You know, it's like, oh, I'm going to do the cover of Time Magazine with Diane Keaton. Sure, I'll be here. You know, then, I have to go do a show in Sacramento. Yeah, we'll do that. And meanwhile, I'm doing 20 people a day, 2 assistants.
That's crazy.
And running all these salons. And that was my life. It always been my life. And then my life now became like, I had 3 days off. It's like, I'm not an owner. It's like,
were you bored?
Screw that. I'm opening a salon, and I'm going to do classes, and I'm going to work my ass off again because that's really what I live for.
Yeah.
I live for it. No, I don't like days off. 1 or 2 days off is fine. I want to work, but this isn't work. You know, hairdressers hear me. It's like, this is fun.
It is fun.
Retirement. We have no retirement, right? Nobody, there's no pensions.
Right.
I have a friend of mine works for the gas company, $100,000 a year pension.
Right.
We had 0. So we've got to work hard, save our money, and love what we do.
Yeah. I tell people, you know, I work behind the chair only a couple days a week, but I honestly can't imagine not working behind the chair. And to me, you know, some people might go golf or, you know, go join a knitting club or whatever. For my hobby, cut hair. Like, that's what I love to do. It's just what I love to do.
And I know people listening to this they're like, yeah, I get it.
So I want to just say hi. There's a couple people on here. Shauna, Ann, Mincy, Megan, Rose, Gigi, Paul, Jessica, of course, Meryl, all the people watching. Stay on. I'm going to keep talking. So okay. So you were kind of bored.
Yeah.
You were working as a hairdresser behind the chair. You got bored. You have a partner now. So tell me about your partner and how she actually became a partner.
This is a crazy story. People are going to go, is he on this mine? He's nuts. So when I quit owning a salon, the way I got an assistant was real fast. You all work for me, and Meryl knows that. And if you assisted Meryl for a year, you were the best assistant in all the classes. And we had education every single week, right? So I would take the best assistant, I'd go up to Meryl, who's the assistant, say, I'm going to take Meryl in about 2 months, so we're going to get you a new assistant. Now, they weren't upset about me taking an assistant, because they knew if they went with me, they're going to have a future. So then I would take that assistant. So not only I had to do assistants that I didn't know, and that just came out of school, or were assisting for 5 years, or lived here and there, oh my God. In 1 year, I went through 8 assistants. Totally, I mean, I was a bit much to be with for some people right away. That was a difficult time. And then all of a sudden, the store walks in, her name is Minnie Party, with an iced tea in her hand. And I go, what's that for? And she goes, well, that's for you. And I was like, how does she know I have iced tea? So
wow.
Short story is, bring an iced tea. So she ends up she's first assistant. She has 4 children. I've never, ever worked with somebody that worked at home. Mm-hmm. She completely controlled me. She did everything. Got my color. Nobody has ever taken care of me ever like that. Mm-hmm. And she's crazy smart. And she knows how to do footwork. And she knows that I'm thinking, I want to open a salon, but I don't want to do it alone. And Minnie and I have a great relationship. We've had this great relationship. I don't think I've ever gotten mad at her in 2 years. You know, she's always been here, boom, on time, never late, book settled, clients, calling clients, doing every color, anything you can imagine of assistant, a 10 and perfection. I said, hey, you want to be partners? She goes, let's do it. And I and they've got a great husband, a great family. And I said, want to build a salon together? We did. And she's virtually put the whole thing together.
Just like that. Let's open a salon just like that. Not a thought about it.
After 2
With
years.
with your assistant.
Yeah, and my wife, part of it, but more my assistant. And after 2 years, we did this. Now, the dynamics are changing between us. That's interesting, but we work, and I sit down with him, we have honest, very, very, very strong talks together, like, this is what's happening, and I know, you're taking care of me, but now you're not taking care of me, because now we're partners, and you're doing this, and you're doing blah, 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 but the secret of it, communication, talking from the heart, just being honest with each other. When I was young, I had a reputation of being totally wild, not wild, street wild, but tough in the salon, do what I want, and go do it. But I'm really sort of not there anymore. I'm kind of like, I built this salon for, if you want to come in Sunday for me to trim your hair, you give me a shot. And that's good with me.
Yeah, I am coaching another person right now who is opening a salon as well after I think she closed like 10 years ago or something.
Yeah.
And, or maybe not even that long ago. And she's reopening a salon. And she said the same thing. I don't want any rules. I just want to enjoy what I do and have a great culture and have great energy. And not that there's no rules, but she wants artistic hairdressers. Yeah, it's.
Those days. And look at.
And I don't think people want that anymore.
And legally, you can't do it here. If this is a rental salon, I can't walk and go put makeup on.
Yeah, the only way you guys can do that is if you have a W-2 salon.
Exactly. But I don't want to do that. And people I'm hiring, we have a really good conversation with the hire, and I want them to feel independent, but yet with somebody taking care of them at the same time, and somebody who cares about them, and somebody who cares about their education, and say, look, I'm having a class in 2 weeks. If you want to come. It's your choice. And there are salons. One of the salons I worked in was a full rental salon, but yet it was like using the word mandatory and using the stuff, and it's like, I don't work for you. You're my landlord. And so I want to come to the class or a meeting, I choose to come. And that's what this is going to be. It's going to be like this giant swing virtually, but we were taking care of it. We had 3 shampoo bowls instead of 1. The big thing is I put in color stations where you could do a haircut and have someone apply color for you, or you apply color and she's got somewhere to sit. Where salons, even in Beverly Hills, don't have that.
Yeah, I had that too.
Yeah.
Separate. Matter of fact, a guy by the name of Walter Claudio, he owns.
I know Walter Claudio.
Yeah. Walter and Angela are good friends of mine. So Walter actually taught me the secret of all of that, and.
See, people don't know how to really make a lot of money because the salons aren't built to make a lot of money. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Well, I took a little salon, which is not so little. We got 9 chairs, but we also have 4 color chairs.
Right.
Which no one thinks they fill up with stations there.
Yeah, you guys can't see, real good, but we tried to. There's a lot of windows. It's quite nice because there's a lot of natural light coming in here, but the windows create a glare, so we were limited on the where we're going with this. So I just want to say, Heidi says she's behind the chair 70 hours a week. I want to say hi to Brittany, Cynthia, Vito, and then Heidi says, again, I love being a hairdresser. It's her passion. Alan Banfield Bush is watching. Frank Warner gave us a thumbs up. Teresa.
So you said Alan? Alan's watching?
Alan Banfield Bush. Yeah.
Say hello.
So he's right there.
Oh, you're right here. What's up, man? Okay, there's a crazy educator right there. He's just like me, and I think he's actually older. And he's still working in that.
He is. He's really rocking the product. He'll be my next thing. I have talked to him. Yeah. He's up in Arrowhead, I think.
Yeah. Alan was like, and I said, I'm going to tell you something right now. You got to cut that hair. I cut it off, right, Alan? Okay.
Yeah, kind of like, well, I was on a live and you told me I needed to cut my hair short and I needed bangs, and I'm like, yeah, no.
See, we have no control. But Alan, guys like me, we're diehard, stupid, keep going. You know, they'll die behind this chair. You'll see me on Facebook. He's 94 years old and he's still doing it. You know?
Because it's a passion, and so do you think that what's made you successful in the past, do you think it's your passion, your drive? Do you think there's something special that you have that other people don't have?
I think my ability to teach a simple way of cutting hair is different. I think if I wrote a book, it'd be hair cutting for dummies. You know what I mean? Like how to build a car like for dummies. No, I'm not calling people dummies, but that's how I cut hair. Because when I first discovered Woodland Hills, it was like, I can't do all that. So I got to figure out a way to do it easier and still cut a great bob, a great wedge, a great firefly, a great Isadora. So I copied Sassoon's haircuts, but cut them my way. I used tapering scissors, which I learned from. It goes back to Gene Chacova, which nobody knows.
I know who Gene Chacova is.
So Gene cut with tapering scissors. John cut with tapering scissors. John Peters. You know John Peters. He's the one who produced Stars Born with Barbara Streisand.
I know who John Peters is.
He was my partner. And when I say partner, I mean the new world today. Right. And then I cut with tapering scissors. So I teach with tapering scissors. And now I cut with straight scissors. And I texturize and I do everything. And, you know, it's just like, I like to take the shortest route instead of the longest route. You
know, I happen to have worked for a number of years with a guy by the name of Win Wolf, and I know. Okay, so Win and I still see him. Yeah. So Win actually, I was a hairdresser for quite some time, and Win taught me the herringbone pattern and to cut up, because I was like, Win, how do you get that taper so tight up the back of their head like that? It's just so clean and so tight. And he taught me how to do it, and it was like an actual herringbone thing. And he said, Gene Chacova taught me it.
Yeah, it's great. You know, it's my method of cutting is very visual, and it's very freestyle, totally different than other people's. And when someone gets it, they get it. Like, you know, so many people. And then we've had classes with a fellow in Patrick, who worked at Studio City, and Claudio Lazo, who was my partner at Studio City then. And he taught Tony Guy method. So my method is a very open method. I don't really care how you get there, as long as you.
Yeah,
see, that's the thing. If you're going to get a bob, decide to get a bob because it's the simplest, but it's the hardest, and there's a definite look to it. It's either going to be good or it's not good, and it's going to be interesting or totally boring. And it's a visual thing, so you need to look at it and go, well, I want the back really short, and I want the sides long. So when you start cutting, and I walk up to you, you're in a class, but you let the back long. That's not what you would visually want to see. So the fear kept that from just boom, right to the hairline. Catch that there right at the hairline. Now you're short, right? So you're committed. Don't start at like 4 vertebrae down. Now you're committed to be too long. So if you want that tucked in, short, double baseline, right to the hairline, right up the seat. So that's sort of my method of cutting hair. And to combine with other methods, and you know, so that method worked for me to teach people. And as an assistant, it's very visual for you to watch. I learned by watching, by copying. I'm a great copycat. You know, it's like when I first started up, I can't create anything. I'm just going to copy what Gene Chacova did.
So it's interesting that you say that, because you learn by watching. I do too. Being in Salon and have worked with some great hairdressers, and I've learned so much from watching. And I know YouTube is a big thing, but you know, and watching people's haircuts. But the thing that with Sweet Reynolds, they're not really able to watch each other.
There's no one to watch.
So there's no one to learn
This is what's missing. this is the issue. I have an issue with two things. I have an issue with Sweet Reynolds, which is owned by non-hairdressers, by business people who are trying to put salons out of business so they can rent suites, right? And also dry bar. Now, why do I have an issue with dry bar?
Why do you have an issue with dry bar, Alan?
Everybody asks me.
Everybody asks, what's Alan's issue with dry bar?
I'm going to answer this phone.
Okay, he's answering the phone. And we're in the middle of a live, so this is actually a live. And this is really what happens.
On the other end, everybody.
So what's your issue with dry bar, Alan?
Okay, so everybody, dry bar came after me personally. And I think dry bar is fantastic. I mean, the business people, non-hairdressers, have opened up a thing to pull all these blow dries away, all the expensive, we're meeting it. Oh, look at that. all these salons, right? So you're charging, you've worked your ass off for years. I'm worked, Alan has worked, Steph, everybody's worked to get to a point to charge $65, $70 for a blow dry. And more money if you use a flat iron. So you got $70 to $90 for a blow dry. Well, screw the hairdresser. We're going to open a business up and charge open that $35, right? Is that what they started at? $30 or $40 for a blow dry?
I don't know. They're somewhere around 40.
Yeah, around that.
Maybe 45.
And take all the business away from the hairdressers. You see? And hire people that just step out of school, teach them a basic way of blowing hair dry, pay minimum wage, and they get that money from them, and open up everywhere. So now I see Beverly Hills, fabulous salons, right? I've been using my hands so much.
We're hairdressers. We use our hands.
So I walk around the streets of Beverly Hills and I see sandwich board signs. $45 for a blow dry in Beverly Hills. Why? That's the problem I have with dry bar. And I have a problem with dry bar because they take kids out of school that should be assisting, learning to cut hair. Nobody knows how to cut hair. You go to every dry bar in California and you ask those hairdressers, right, can you cut a bob? They have no clue how to cut hair. Yeah. Because they think they're like made it because they're working in a salon. Everybody going crazy?
Not quite yet, but we've probably piqued the interest of Kenneth Anders and Nina, and Pam's watching, Nancy's watching, and Heidi Sheeks, I believe her name is, says Alan was kind enough to talk to me when I took over my salon. I've been at for 13 years, owner for over a year. So thank you, Alan. So, and that's, I think that going back to the dry bar thing, in my salon, I actually competed with dry bar because I wasn't going to lose any business to dry bar. But I found a way to train and to have new people, my interns coming in and training and doing blowouts to learn texture and density and growth patterns of hair. So then I could teach them how to cut.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic.
So that's.
See, but when you own, you're a hairdresser owner, not a business person owner. And look at dry bar, I even sold or something. I mean, when I walk by dry bars today, the quality of hairdresser visually is not what it was when you first opened it. I'm not, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not on it. But it's a huge business and it's phenomenal. Look, if I was a businessman, it would be fantastic. But we work hard to get $65 per haircut. When I had Brentwood Salon, the first dry bar opened up in Brentwood here. And Brentwood was super successful. Everybody in that store did anywhere from $2,000 up really up to $5,000 a week. And all of a sudden, Saturday, I put something on the floor, we're getting all these blow dries coming in at $65 a blow dry. And they were coming in twice a week, and then dry bar opens. Sucked all the blow dries right out of us. Because the women that very wealthy were bringing their kids in for graduation. Well, why spend $65? And we just spent $45 and did a dry bar and do it there. Like, great business, and nothing against them. But this is what's happened this last few years in our industry.
So I think that I have a pet peeve, and it's called the flat iron.
Oh.
Because I feel like the flat iron with the newer hairdressers, every time I would teach someone to, you know, blow dry hair, they would always want to break out the flat iron. So I feel like the flat iron, when the flat irons came in, it really took the art of a blow dry away. And if you want to talk about, you know, Ergo and Robert Reed, you know, I've talked to Robert Reed a lot from Ergo Styling Tools about the art of the blow dry, because the art of the blow dry, I think, was lost. And so what happened with Dry Bar is Dry Bar found a hole. So there was a niche that happened where people used to come in every week or twice a week or however often to get their hair, you know, shampooed. First it was shampoo and set, and then Sassoon came in, and Sassoon taught everybody how to cut hair. So then, you know, all the ladies were walking around with their.
See, you know, for years at the Avenue Salon, I didn't really care about blow dries. It was just like, I didn't want blow dries coming in. I want you cutting hair, changing people, creating something new, not maintaining somebody so much. And you know, that's was a huge thing in changing. But I had no problem with Dry Bar and blowing hair dry. But my problem came in is the kids, the problem, that's the real problem is, okay, they go to Dry Bar, they get minimum wage, they work there, they don't know how to really cut hair at all. They really, some of them don't know how to color. Then they're tired of Dry Bar. They've been in there for a year, 2 years. They walk out. Now what are they going to do? Mm-hmm. Who's going to hire them? Mm-hmm. You see, what training? So what's missing? What's really missing is a salon, and not just my salon. Other salons I know that do it, that take you from birth, get your license, and develop a fabulous hairdresser. That's what's missing. And now my obligation as an owner is to put you on the floor and build it. I trained you, I showed you the way, you take your classes, you run it, you paid your dues, and now I need to build you with you.
So your personal mission really, you know, you started off, you know, you were the trumpeter and the best of the best, and in high school, and then you became a hairdresser, and you became a really good hairdresser, and you learned how to become a celebrity hairdresser, and then you built this empire, and then you obviously closed, and now you're opening again. So you've had your career, and so I'm getting what you really want, and what's driving this real shift that I see in the industry is people like yourself.
Yeah.
It's wanting to, as I said, shine their light on a dark place, and bring the art of what we do and the value of what we do and the honor in what we do. Exactly. Like there's honor in cutting hair.
You look at a suite. I'm thinking of a suite because they open up 50 rooms and they fill them. So now you got 50 people in there, not getting any education, working by themselves, or we're just a friend. Not, you know, okay, that's all good, making a pretty good living, but what about the artistic side? What about, we're going to have a shooting next week, and I want all of you to get a model, I'm going to meet with my friend who needs a photography studio, and we're going to shoot. Experience that, being in the photography studio, that clicking of the sound, that Nikon clicking, that excitement, the hair in your arm, looking at your model.
It's okay, you can swear on my Facebook Live.
Right? Look at that, look at how great I am, look at that haircut, look how beautiful my model looks. Well, what the hell happened on that? That's what I'm going to try to do now. It's like that excitement. It's like, look, if I call out a Bush Barnacle, you'll get 2 models, we're going to do a shooting. Just for fun. Just for fun. You go, okay, I'll do it.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay, I'll do it.
I don't do a very good
but you understand what I'm saying? It's those things, the new world of hairdressers don't make, I'm not saying all, of course, there's hairdressers that do not do Kanaha, and they're spectacular, beyond me, way down. And I never wanted to do that kind of stuff. I don't like competing, because I like to lose.
But I don't like to. I never did
exactly. But you know what I'm saying? If I called you tomorrow and go, we're going to do a shooting, you'd be like, hell yeah, let's do it.
So it's kind of like, you know, it's I get this like it's like the Mick Jaggers of the hair industry, you know, with you and Alan and,
yes,
and Philip Wilson and all and Fernando and Fernando Romero and all of these people, you know, and I mean, we've mentioned so many of them. So these are like the Rolling Stones, right, of our industry. And what I see happening, and this is the shift I see happening, the energy shift that I see, is you guys are wanting to re-energize the industry and bring back what in essence is really our legacy. It's what Sassoon left us. It's what Annie Humphreys left us. It's what Anthony Moscolo, Horst Reckelbacher, it's what they left us. The people that are coming up now, that's our legacy.
You know, I had a big salon for a while. It was a big concept. And I went to Congress. I'm sitting there with my partner at that time, Claudia Lazo, and we're sitting in the audience. And horses up there in the first night. Have you gone to Congress?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm sitting there and I look at Claudia and I go, we're going to be able to do this. She goes, what are you talking about? We're going to do this. So I have to go. And boom, I run into a horse, right? And the horse and I know each other all the time. And the horse goes, oh my God, I can't believe you're here. Like I've seen you on all these TV shows. I admired you for so many years. And let me tell you something, and this sounds corny as up. I don't even know that even goes on. All I do is my job. I go on TV. He goes, I can't believe a hairdresser like you, because I am on the other fence in a lot of eyes. I'm on that celebrity bullshit fence. Yeah. So I don't really want to be on that fence.
So Horst Reckelbacher, the founder of Aveda, runs into you in the bathroom and is like, oh my God, Alan Edwards.
All I want to do is ask him to get here on stage.
Okay, right? So in essence.
So we did the best part of is he asked me that as we're both in the bathroom. He goes, will you do a show next year? And I went, yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about like intention. So I'm here at your new salon, and it's quite a cool little space. And you have definitely, you're a salon owner, so you maximized your square footage, right? So we're here, we're putting all this intention into your new business, right? Yeah. And just like you put that intention that day that you were at Congress and you were like, we're going to be on that stage doing Congress next year, and you put that intention, that verbal intention out there. There's two things that I think need to happen. One is the confidence to say it, and two is the actual putting the intention out there and believing that it's going to happen. How much have you done that in your career? And how much has your confidence helped you?
You know, I don't even know how to answer the question. I always would do anything and everything. When I put together my first show for KNS, I had to do something different. Like I wanted to be Mick Jagger on that stage. I wanted to look at 5,000 hairdressers and have them go nuts over what I was doing. Now, how do you do that? There's some great people out there, Sebastian, all those people. They're all
you do it, Mick Jagger does.
Exactly. So what I did was, I took my shirt off. No. So what I did is I went to a show, and this is funny, you work with Fernando. So here I am sitting with Paul Cantor in my apartment. And then there was a Japanese team and an English team. And the English team was ran by Fernando Romero, right? So he's up there, and they're going, I'll walk the Japanese team. And they did something that blew my mind. They cut hair Japanese style. Where they hold the hair, and you take those scissors, and you do this. Right? And I looked at it, and I went, that's what I'm going to do on stage. And I went home and perfected it, and big scissors, all polished up. So my show would open to dancers, and then I used Queen music, We Will Rock You, and it would be like And let me tell you, there's 5,000 hairdressers, and I'm not making this bullshit up. AMS, you know, talk to Rob, because he ran AMS when he was there, and he set that whole show up for me. And it was just like, Alan, and now, ladies and gentlemen, Alan, as I walked out, laser lights coming at me, think of that hair. The audience went nuts up. You know what I mean? Because I knew exactly where I was going with the haircut. It was going to come out this so shaggy, blondie thing. But I put dance because I was the best dancer. So I was able to put movement to it and create something totally different on stage. And what I was wanting to do was tap into that energy, that rock and roll energy. Not that I'm a rock star, but the music was a rock star, and the energy was a rock star. And what I was doing was physical and created excitement with the audience. Then I brought out 10 hairdressers, and we went through it. Susie, what are you doing? Holding your hair. You know, the same stuff. So that's, but you just do it. Just do it. So the answer to you is just go do it.
Just go do it.
Yeah, just do it. Don't be afraid. In fact, most people are afraid to cut the neckline short enough on a bob. Just fucking cut it.
Okay, you heard Alan say, just fucking cut the hair, okay?
Quit dating it. Don't be giving it a fear. Empty your fear out.
And that's, you know, in order to have confidence in anything you do, whether it's cutting hair or opening a salon or anything you do, you need to let go of the fear and you need to believe that that shit's gonna happen, right?
And that's why I'm sitting here with you too, is to you know, tell them this is what we're doing. You know, break away from the rooms. Don't get confident. It's not your business.
This is about hair salons.
It's more about being an owner, or it's more about that. It's about to go back to, it's about the art and the craft.
It's, and the art, the craft, and what I heard you, when you talked about calling, you know, up Alan Banfield Bush, or calling up, you know, whoever, maybe you'll call me up and say, hey, let's go do a photo shoot. And hell yeah, it's bringing back the fun in a space. And so art, fun, energy, you know,
talking to you right now, for me, has made my day. For me to talk about what I love and the passion of is making, and you're getting me in touch with me emotionally with this business is unbelievable to me. I mean, it's made me, and I've been a little stressed out with doing this. This has not been so easy. I mean, you know, and it's a different world today. You know, I hope people get it and come here and work and let me do what I want to do for them and help them grow. But, you know, you ask me, so when was the last time you did a shooting? You know, not for a magazine. That's like, I'm not going to go, Vogue's not going to hire me. You know, when was the last time your salon had a shooting? Or a show? I rented a theater in West in Studio City, and I had all 3 of my salons present 10 models. It was phenomenal. And we only did it for ourselves, for the people that worked there. But everybody was so excited, so thrilled that
it's the energy.
Oh my God.
It's the energy. And, you know, I have a thing, and you say, you know, it's been stressful opening the salon, and you've had things happen, you know, mirrors break and, you know, whatever. Yeah. It's, you know, things don't show up, or it's not right, or whatever, you got to ship it back. And I mean, it's just opening a business. So it's the stress of it. But I have this thing when I coach, and part of my workshop, the very first thing we start with is to remember why you started something. And when I owned my salon, and I'm wondering if this is the same with you, I had my salon 21 years. I built it from nothing to something, right? Trained a lot of people. Everybody, man, that place ran like that, right? Same with you, right? It was just boom, boom, boom. And what happened is I forgot why I started. It became so much about building the business and paying that rent that you talk about, because I had it too, that I forgot why I started. And why I started was because I love this industry, and I love being in a salon, and I love the energy in a salon.
Right.
And so while we get all this stress, you have to be connected with your roots and your why.
So many hairdressers today are being pulled out of that by the sweets, you know, and like, nothing against the sweets, but what I do have against is they're pulling hairdressers that need the energy and need the love for it to say, and they're playing on, now you're your own boss. Now well, that means you gotta go like college, you gotta do PR, you know what I mean? Or let the boss do it for you so you can go and be creative and an artist. But you know, people have to do what they want to do, and I'm not telling anybody what to do or not what to do. I'm just you know, but I want to bring back the fun, and I think guys like Alan Bush and you know, Stephen Moody was a great friend of mine. Claudio, my ex-partner, he teaches Koala. These are fabulous hairdressers, great hairdressers. And you know, Minnicky became my partner because I want to do what she's going to do. She's a great hairdresser too, and she does different things. She does ethnic hair, or I don't. She does extensions, and I don't. But she likes taking care of the business part of it. Where I'm like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it with anybody. I want to do this, and I want to put an ad together. We sent out 2,400 cards giving half off a blow dry. Now, why did I do that? So people, okay, I'll come get a blow dry, but while they're here, now we can talk to them through cutting, coloring, straightening, extensions. You know what I mean?
Okay, so that is why the very first thing I did was teach a hairdresser how to do a fantastic shampoo and a fantastic blow dry.
Yeah.
And then they get in that chair and then start training them on color and cut. And they learn the hair, the density and the texture of the hair. And they get the client in their chair and they start learning. And it's very, you know, for people who don't advertise a blowout and compete with dry bar, they're doing themselves a disservice, because for the client, it's a minimal investment and minimal risk. You're not cutting, they can go home and watch it, right? If they hate it. But for you, it's an opportunity it's like holding an open house.
You have to look. I don't love doing that. I don't love giving something away, but I have to do it. I get it today because I get it. You know, I don't want to become a dry bar. But if I had another 2,000 square feet or something, I would put a dry bar in there. Now you assist me for a year. Now you blow hair for a year. All that period, you're getting cutting and coloring. Now you go on the floor. Yeah. But I get it. So I'm going after the clients. You know, you come in here and we're seasoned hairdressers. I get out of school. Same. So we're going to blow you dry better than dry bar. Yeah. And dry bar's method of blowing hair. I've worked with kids that do part-time. They basically said, here, we blow hair. We get that blow. We make it happen. We make it flow. Then we can put an iron to it. Then we can put Velcro rollers through it. But they're basically section by section by section by section. You might as well put it in rollers.
Well, it's a system. Yeah. You know, they had to create a system. All right, so we've been on for quite a while. Bonnie Bonadeo said hi. So hi, Bonnie. Sergio Della, Maurice, Bonnie, Kathy, Crystal, Arthur, and Robin. So hi to everybody that was on here. And does anybody have a question for Alan or anything? Ask him anything, like where can I get a job? Where can I come? Can I come work at your salon? For you guys, Alan's salon is on. It's 5353 Topanga Canyon in Woodland Hills. And I'm amazed that I actually remember that. So that must be like 5353. There's like a ring to that. 5353.
I'm also putting a class together for next month with Calor. So tell everybody to watch for that.
Well, you can tell them.
I could tell you, but I'm not going to tell you. No, I'm not kidding. I just talked to David from Calor, and we're putting a class together. I'm going to be hosting it here. I'm going to do a little haircutting, and David's going to do his thing. It's going to be real fun. So that's another thing we're going to do. These stations in the middle all roll away, and it becomes one big place. We're going to go like 50 chairs, 60 chairs. And, you know, we're going to start doing it. It's going to become like an advanced academy. At least every other month, I'm going to do something. Now, another thing I do is I work in a salon called Gavin Atelier in Beverly Hills. I still work 2 days in Beverly Hills. And I work with Japanese hairdressers. And they're Yuki, who works there, and you can see him on Instagram. It's called Yuki Stylist. Amazing hairdresser. And I work with a fellow from Sassoon, Tom Brophy, who people must know. Tom is very famous. And it's like a day of education for me. And Yuki's interesting because they do a different technique than most of us don't do. There are lots of texturizing. And I'm going to bring him in as a teacher.
So that's next month?
Yeah, Kalor he'll be posting stuff.
Sometime in May.
And people could Facebook me, and I can keep on top of me with this class, and I'll be seriously posting what we're doing. And
so if you're interested in really great education and coming down to Alan's Salon and you're bringing your team down, whatever, come down, contact Alan Edwards about the education and the upcoming education, because this space, I know you guys can't see it, but it does roll away. It is pretty cool. So Selena said, hi, Alan. Selena Stiers.
I know Selena.
And Donna Hogue said, hi.
Tell Selena, I'm still looking for an assistant.
Alan said, my client loves your product. I can't wait to visit your beautiful salon. Marco, congrats. When's the opening party? I think we should just have an opening party right now and just like do like a 24-hour like Facebook Live.
I've never done an opening party, so I don't even know how to do it. I'm sure they're not going to go spend like thousands of dollars on them, you know, but.
This is the opening right here.
Yeah, we're the opening now. I mean, it's, I would rather spend on an education or shooting than, you know, get everybody drunk and throwing up on my floor.
Yeah, this is the opening party. Actually, maybe next month when you have the class, that'll be like the big opening. And Selena says again, Alan, my clients love your products. And then Eric Anthony Hare says, thumbs up, cool shades. Apparently, you're cool. With your tats. I have none.
Did he say?
No, I'm just saying that.
Eric and I are really best friends, and I think he's going to be here. And he's great. He's great. Eric's amazing. Eric's to take your hair, bleach it white with 50 different colors in it, and not burn one hair in your head. Totally amazing.
Something that you said. How long have you been doing hair for, Alan?
The four parts.
Okay, but so before Christ.
How long? 52 years.
I think, who said it the other day? Paul Berry. Paul Berry spilled the beans. Yeah, it was like, he's like.
Paul and I went to junior high together.
He's like, how long have you been doing hair? And 52 years. And he said, hey, Kim, it's been 52 years. So 52 years, somebody's been doing hair. Somebody who has cut one of the most famous hairstyles of all time, Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah, but the other thing I did.
Created it, launched it, and made it a thing. Not only that, yeah.
I cut Marsha Clark for the OJ trial.
Marsha Clark cut Marsha Clark's hair for the OJ trial.
I'm the only guy that got a judge to go, oh my, Marsha, you that.
So, he's still learning.
Oh my God.
52 years, and Alan's talking about, and this is like, I want everyone out there in Facebook land to hear this. Alan, who has one of the all-time celebrity hairstylists, one of the best educators out there, forefront in the industry, 52 years still learning, watching from a younger person, watching from an international, guy from Japan. Those Japanese guys cuts hair like that, oh, I want to learn that. Learning from all different places, gathering information because you're open to it. It's ego.
Okay,
There's no ego there.
How am I going to get any better if I don't learn what you do?
Okay, so I got a bunch of stuff here. Let's see. Gary Cowan said, Alan, I told you if I ever lived there, I'd be on the floor.
That's right. Come on.
He also says, imagine Farah's hair guy and Cher's hair guy on the same floor.
Yeah, he got Cher's hair.
So, so where are you, Gary?
You know, the people, you know, my friends on Facebook who stay friends with me on Facebook. And they're all.
I don't think I have Gary Cowan as my friend.
Well, you know, get him because he's phenomenal. But you know, everybody just kind of is in love with each other. You're all in love with. I love what you do. I love what he does. I love what Eric does. I mean, you know, it's just like being an actor. Say, well, I'm the greatest actor in the world. That's ridiculous.
See, but and that's
like saying on the top airways of the world.
You guys coming and sharing and being real, authentic, ordinary people to sit there and, you know, have a chat with on Facebook Live. And by the way, Donna says, ha, 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 you are responsible for all that money I made back then doing Farah cut and styles. and I probably had the Farah.
you know, there was a point where I wouldn't do another Farah. I actually told the woman I wouldn't do it, and I said, nope. And she went home. Her husband came to the salon to beat me up.
Because you wouldn't do it?
Because I wouldn't know, because I made her cry because I wouldn't do it. And he came there physically to fight with me.
So Gary says he's in Toronto now. So Gary, you'll have to Facebook friend me because you're not my friend on Facebook. So now we need to be friends.
That's right.
Anyway, that I think is the most, there's a couple things I want everyone to bring out of this. One, I feel the energy coming back into the industry. I feel like guys like you and there's a lot of other ones that are coming back and wanting to just do what they do and love what they love, not build an empire, not make a ton of money, but give back, create the legacy that we've been given,
yeah.
You know, as hairdressers, and the gift that we've been given and that excitement that we've been given, and that you're always learning.
Yeah, but you know, and be open to you know, all of you listening to this. When was the last time you tried something new and totally screwed it or broke her hair because you tried something new? You took a chance. I was like, oh, it took me so long years ago in the late 60s to learn to lay her hair. I screwed up more. I could not get myself to cut that top, you know. But you have to keep doing that. You have to push yourself. And you need to ask yourself, when was the last time you looked over and saw your co-worker do something great, walk over there and say, yeah, that's amazing haircut. People are shocked when I do that. When I go up to Yuki and I go, oh my God, that bob is unbelievable. And Tom, I couldn't believe it. They're like, oh, thank you. But nobody does it to each other. You need to do that. You need to create that atmosphere of, that looks good. This is bad. How do you do that color?
And that's the other thing, right? that in the suites, you know, and I'm not knocking suites. I'm not knocking anything.
But you're being real.
But in the suites, you miss that. You know, you miss working in the salon with other people and that energy. And I know people have told me that, who do work and old owners. I mean, they close their salon or sell their salon and go and they work in a suite and they just want to be left alone.
See, that would have been easy for me to go to work in a suite, to be left alone. But I don't want to be left alone. I want people to watch me cut hair. I want you to see me cut hair and me say, and in my mind going, that's good. You know, and you come over and go, that's something else. You know, let me show you how I do it. How do you get that double baseline? How do you get that angle? How do you get the top so short and the sides are so long or not? And blend it. You know, I want that all day. A good day to me is cutting great hair. Forget the money. You know, when I used to teach people, it'd be like, the money's the least important thing. They'd be like, oh, it is.
I have been posting stuff on Facebook about money.
Right.
And and you know that the people first, and sometimes you gotta make a decision to give up money for potential. And I've been getting so much shit on Facebook about some of these posts I made, and I'm like, I don't really care what you say. Look, if you love what you do, the money comes.
See, I do a statement. Love what you do what you love. You know, it's like.
And it's not about the money anyway.
Because the money, I mean, if you're great at what you do, the money's going to come, right? Because if you're still doing, and I want all of you to hear this, old work, you got a problem. You see, if you're still, because of the money, you're still doing Mrs. Smith's hair, you're still setting her and teasing it up because you know she's going to leave you if you don't do it, then, you know, what can I tell you? You know, that's a problem. That isn't allowed in here. You're not going to be able to come to my salons, even when I had 7 salons, and set hair and tease hair. When I'm talking old school, that's not allowed. You want that, you go down the street to that person who does it. We don't do it. And people would, like, oh my God, you just do a client, I'll go to that. That's not what we're about. And the music's changed. I'm not going to change the music because your old lady client doesn't like it. This is what this salon is about, and this is what it's going to draw is people who like this atmosphere. Yeah. And you have to create your own atmosphere.
We've all had those clients. The music, I don't like the music. And there's that one client, everybody's had that one client. Yeah. All right, so Teddy says hi, Teddy Southern, and let's see, Donna says, yes, we must learn to lift each other up, comment and compliment each other's work. Heidi says, I could never work alone, need interaction, encourage, and have fun. And so, yeah, so I'm gonna, do you have anything else? We've got a few people on. Do you have anything else you want to say before we close up? We've been on kind of for a long time. People are probably sick of us.
Oh, probably. I want everybody to go to work this week and analyze yourself and analyze your work and say, try to do something new on every client you do. And sell them a new product too, because that goes along with it. Not a favorite product yourself, but become more of a package. Think of yourself. When was the last time you changed a client you've been doing for years? When you said to somebody that comes in, the same thing, you know what? Let's cut it off. Let's layer it. Let's get some bangs. Let's make you a redhead. Let's do something. Let's make you blonde. You look so cool with Pete Street. When was the last time you did it? And you haven't done it. So wake up this, go this week and test yourself. Okay, that's my last words. And come to our class to get more of this verbality from me.
Next month, come and contact Alan if you want to know any more about David. What's his last name? Okay, David from Kalor Hair Care Products, and or Alan Edwards.
Yeah, and you'll see the salon. You'll see the class posted.
And the salon is 5353 Topanga Canyon Boulevard in Woodland Hills. And thanks a lot, Alan. And I just want everyone to know, if I come next time you see me, if I have bangs, it's Alan's fault.
Don't you think she should have bangs? Everybody tell her. Bangs. Up to here. Bangs. Look at this. Look at me.
I know. I've had him.
So much
I've had him. All right. So you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you soon. Thanks, Alan, so much for letting me come down here and being on. I really, truly appreciate it.
It was great fun. Thanks to all my Facebook friends.
All right. Teddy, Teddy says you're only good as your last haircut.
Oh, that's right. That was the thing I said for years.
Heidi, classes for all. So, yeah, come on down. Hang out with Alan.
Let's have fun.
Yeah. All right. See you guys. You guys have a good Tuesday and the rest of your week. Bye.